Oh, they're in trouble. All right, so green, blue, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So doppelgang for 3. Rakdos joins up, Atali, and Atraxa. Keep one of these, keep one of these, keep one of these. Dome them for 1 billion. Easy. All the triggers. Keep this one. Dome them for 7 more. GG. What's going on, guys? It's me, Severin. It's good to see you as always. And today we're going to be jumping into the standard ladder to see if we can make a rotation-proof domain list function in the current standard meta, missing its key lands and some of its key pieces that make it what it is today. And the way I look at it is if the deck can hold its own at all in the current standard meta, then it will definitely be viable after rotation. So we will play 40 games with the deck and see where that leaves us. Let's get into the deck. All right, so here it is, rotation-proof domain. So, the core of the deck is still pretty much the same. We're looking at 4 Invasion of Zendikars, a playset of Sunfalls, 4 Atraxas, 4 Herd Migrations, and 4 Leyline Bindings. Now, what we're losing that makes the deck so much worse is the fact that we're losing the tri-lands, but we do have all of the Surveil lands, which have dual land types, so it is a little bit slower as far as like casting our Leyline Bindings on like turn 2, but it's still pretty good, and the Surveil actually happens to be quite nice because it lets us have a little bit more selection on our draws and make sure that we're having a smoother draw. And so the cards we're trying out in place of those, Astral Cornucopia was becoming a favorite of mine in Domain, even with the old lands. A couple case of the Shattered Packs to help us find basics, and then I'm playing this because we're also playing a couple copies of Omnath and Borborygmos, which give us some red permanents in the list to go along with like Atraxa to solve the case. And just having that double strike vigilance flying can be really, really nice, especially on an Atraxa. And then Doppelgang has been an all-star for me in just about any kind of ramp list that I've decided to run. So we're running a couple of Doppelgangs to be able to just go absolutely crazy and copy a bunch of bindings, copy a bunch of our opponent's stuff, and just have a good time. A couple of Virtue of Persistence to give us a little bit of early creature removal with a little bit of life gain, just in case we need it. We do run a decent amount of black land in the deck to make sure that we have it for Atraxa later on. So, and then also to cast Omnath. So it isn't unreasonable that we can cast this on the first couple turns of the game. And then Borborygmos and Fibblethip has been a really fun addition to the deck because we do have a lot of lands and we're fetching a lot of lands with Invasion and Case and Herd Migration. So sometimes it's nice to be able to discard those lands to kill off a small creature that's in the way. And he's also just a difficult to deal with threat because we play him. And if they try to remove him, we can always put him back into the library and draw him in a couple of turns, replay him, and he's just an annoying recursive threat that the opponent has to keep dealing with. And it can also save us in a pinch if the opponent's trying to mill us out and we have one on the battlefield. We can put it into the deck to just keep ourselves from milling out that particular turn. And then Omnath has been a lot of fun, especially with Doppelgang, because we can play an Omnath and then we don't lose mana. It just becomes black mana instead. And so we can pump a bunch of mana, if we're not doing anything for that turn, and then use it on a Doppelgang later for a big Doppelgang. And then also it solves the case right away. So we play this on turn 2 and we can play this on turn 4 and immediately solve the case. If the opponent doesn't have a removal spell, then we're drawing 2 cards a turn. We're getting extra mana potentially. We're saving up mana if we don't need to spend it. This thing has double strike and vigilance and flying. It's really sweet. And then a single copy of Push Pull as another early removal spell if we need it, as well as a way to, we're ramping, so you know, maybe the opponent's playing a discard strategy, and I've snatched some Atalis and stuff out of opponents' graveyards and had some fun with it before. So just a single copy in there to give us removal, and then potentially, you know, have game-winning combos later on in the game, stealing our opponent's stuff or getting our own Atraxos back, which is pretty nice. And that's the deck. So let's get into some games and see if we can make this rotation-proof domain work in the current standard meta. All right, let's get somebody into our domain. Name I can't pronounce. I can't say it. But good day to you, sir. Or madam. We go first. I like this hand. I will keep it. Get our Surveil on. We'll keep the Omnath. We should be able to cast him. Let's go get a white mana. Pass the turn. Spirited Companion for the opponent. So this is probably the sacrificey bounty deck. Let's go ahead and get down an Underground Mortuary, get our Surveil on. We'll keep more Leyline Bindings because we'll have full domain shortly. Opponent gets in for 1. And Stonebrain, they're probably going to snatch our Atraxa once they realize we're playing domain, which we're going to show them we are right now. So let's go get a mountain and an island. That way we can cast these Omnaths. I know they're going to hit our Atraxa, but little do they know we have a bunch of other tricks up our sleeves because we're not playing regular domain, we're playing rotation-proof domain. So ha 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 ha. Let's see what they choose. Yep, Atraxa. That definitely hurts our game plan, but it doesn't destroy it. We've got Doppelgang, so I mean, even if we just ramp into Oblivion and then Doppelgang all their stuff. Oh look, another Plains. So means we can keep up a Leyline Binding after we play Omnath, and hopefully they don't have an Edict effect here or a removal spell. They do. That's unfortunate. We got another Omnath, so. Opponent plays a Murex, smacks us for 1. Passes the turn. Alright, we will play an Elegant Parlor. Get our Surveil on. We'll keep the land on top. We want lots and lots of lands. Let's go ahead and draw the land. Looks like the opponent has another removal spell for our Omnath. Great. Fun stuff. Alright. Well, it looks like we're drawing a land next turn. That's okay. Hopeless Nightmare. Well, I guess we'll discard one of these bindings. It's unfortunate. Do they have any man lands over there? They don't. Do have a Murex. Commercial District. No more invasions, I don't think. Pass the turn. Doing so many fun things here. It's gonna start trying to poison us out with Murex tokens. We don't have any Atraxas left in the deck, so no more drawing 7 cards for 7 mana. We do have other ways to draw lots of cards, like Borborygmos. Borborygmos and Fibblethip. Opponent's going to sacrifice Hopeless Nightmare. That's good. It means we don't have to worry about them bouncing it for a little bit. Two on the bottom. We'll draw a card. See if they have removal. They don't. Not going to discard the land. Play the land. See what's on top. Herd migration. We'll keep it. Pass a turn. This way, if they have a removal spell for Borborygmos, we'll just follow it up with a herd migration. Getting to a point where we can doppelgang for a good amount. I'm gonna block. If they have an Agonjo, they have it. Temporary lockdown. That literally doesn't affect me at all. It gets my case and my map tokens. Like, that hurt them worse than it hurt me. And I bet they're really gonna wish they had waited until I did this to do that. Oops. Let's smack them. No need to go after the invasion right now. another herd migration. I think we've got this. Yeah, go ahead, make a Murex token. See if I care. Spirited Companion. Draw a card. Hopeless Nightmare. Make us discard a card. Okay. Well, not a whole lot we can do about that. We will discard the binding since I don't really see us needing it that badly right now. And another lockdown. Sure. It hits all of our migration tokens, but we've got another one. And we draw a third one. Oh, Lord. You can take our Atraxa, but you can't take our migrations. Well, they can, but they have not. So they can't for this game. You got another lockdown? If he drew a third lockdown, like just top decks third lockdown, never didn't have it. Rite of Oblivion. That's not doing anything. It's gonna make us discard a card. Discard Virtue. He gets to draw a card. And we'll put this third from the top, because why not? It's a land. They gain a life. Are they going to sack the other lockdown to get rid of a token? That's desperation right there. They just want to draw a card so bad. It only barely protects their life total. Actually, it doesn't. Let's go ahead and get them. And then we'll just doppelgang their Hopeless Nightmare for a bunch. GG. Oh, they can sacrifice it. Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh no. Mistake. 2 on the bottom. Okay. Well played, opponent. You got us. We wasted our doppelgang. They have to top deck a board wipe here. They didn't find it. GG. Rank 3. All right, CMC Stags. Opponent is going first. This is all right. All right, not mono red. That's a good start. We will keep the binding on top. Can't play our bindings as early in this deck, but they're still quite useful. Mosswood Dread Knight, that'll be very good to get rid of with our Sunfall. Get our Surveil on. We will keep the land. We're usually pretty favored against Golgari. Phyrexian Cavern of Souls. And a Glissa. Is this artifact or enchantment? No, it's enchantment. Okay, so that's good. We'll get down to Plains. We'll get down to Cornucopia. Could really use an untapped land for next turn, but if not, we'll just Binding the Glissa. And then Sunfall the following turn. One gets in for 6. Draws a card. Let's see what they drew. Phyrexian Obliterator. Joy. Alright. Well, we didn't draw an untapped land, unfortunately, so let's play this. Invasion's fine. That's not what I meant to cast. Can we survive? 5, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, oh wait, we can still Binding, okay. Whew! I thought I messed up. Unfortunately, we have to take the Glissa, because Glissa can just blow up the Binding if we don't. We don't have anything for them to fight with the Obliterator, so we can just Sunfall it next turn. Hopefully they'll play some kind of creature into the Sunfall. Ooh, okay, we're still going to be taking quite a lot of damage. Down to 1. Oh no. Okay, we got this. We cycle the herd migration to go get a land. We are gonna go get a mountain because we're missing a mountain. Play that. Cast the Sunfall. Gain 2 life from that. That puts us out of range of dying to the Restless Cottage. Whew, alright. We did it. We made it to another turn. Because it's their whole turn to Cottage, and that's not what they want to be doing. I was a little worried that if we, like, with Sunfall wouldn't be enough because they could just kill us with the Cottage, but thankfully there was an out. Blooming Marsh for the opponent. Tiny Bones the Pickpocket. Not super scared of that. Another Glissa. That is definitely a problem. Alright. We have not enough mana available to us. We're at 6. I can Doppelgang for 1, or I can Invasion and... I think Invasion's the right play here. So I think we Invasion of Zendikar. Gain the 2 life, go up to 8. We'll get a green and a white. And then we'll pass the turn. We're gonna wait to activate the token until they go to combat to make sure. Yeah, they're spending all their mana. So we wanted to do that just on the off chance that they had a Virtue of Persistence or something. Would have been game over for us pretty much. So we take this. They can blow up the Binding, but that doesn't really do anything because it just gives them a Glissa back. So I'm not super worried about that. I mean, I would like them not to so I can Doppelgang it. Down to 4. Opponent draws a card. Ooh, Atraxa. Oh, my goodness. If I cast Atraxa, I gain 8 life. And I might find another binding. I think that's the play. It dies to removal, but we do get... Yes, we found a binding. We'll take the Omnath. We'll take that. Take a herd migration and an invasion. Just take all the things. Play Hedge Maze. Keep the Borborygmos on top. And we will binding the Glissa. And now we're at a healthy life total. Traxa and Ancient Cornucopia are a good combo. If they blow up one of the bindings to get their Glissa back, that's fine. Boseiju, that's just giving us more lands to doppelgang with. And we'll absolutely go and get like a Hedge Maze. We get to Surveil some more since they took our top card away. Sunfall's fine, just in case. They get rid of our Atraxa, which is fine. Tiny Bones. Do we have anything they can cast for 2 mana? No? Okay. Doesn't work. They tried. Okie doke. So, what I would like to do is play an Omnath and gain 10 life. Yes, please. And then I would like to play an Invasion of Zendikar. Go get some more lands. Opponent's gonna sacrifice a food. For what purpose, I'm not quite sure, but they're doing it. We'll get an island and a swamp. And we'll pass turn. Now we've got Doppelgang mana for days. So much Doppelgang. Ruthless Predation. Alright. Omnath is gone. Sad feels. Opponent gets in there for 5. They draw a card and lose a life. Anything they can cast with Tiny Bones? I don't think so. Can they cast him? Can they pay the alternative cost? They can. Nifty. Alright, you got it. Undercity Sewers. We will keep Borborygmos on top. We'll Sunfall, get rid of their stuff. Sure, because we're going to cast a Herd Migration here. And that's only one color also, so. Herd Migration. Say hello to my little beastie boys. Seed Core for the opponent, and their own Atraxa. What do they find? Nebraska, Assassin's Trophy, Shieldred, lands, removal spells. Alright. Found a bunch of goodies. Shouldn't be able to cast any of that this turn, though. Alright. Now. The question is, so we've got 1, 2, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can Doppelgang for 4. So let's do that. Doppelgang for 4. Let's hit Ancient Cornucopia. Leyline Binding. that thing. And I don't know, Restless Cottage. Gain 4 more life. Hit that, and then we lose out on 2 of the triggers, but I definitely needed to get a ley line binding to get rid of their Atraxa, so we're not gonna put up with that. And then we'll Invasion of Zendikar. Gain 4 more life. Thin the deck out, get the rest of the basics out almost. Hit him for 15, put him down to 3. And even if they find a way to wipe the board here, we've got a bunch of Restless Cottages we can activate. So this is feeling pretty good. Grindy, 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 but we're doing it. Tribute to the World Tree. Not doing a whole lot. Bilious Skull Dweller. Take an Assassin's Trophy, the Leyline Binding with the Atraxa under it, but I mean, that wouldn't be enough either. So we got another Doppelgang. Opponent passes. I think that's what they're planning on doing. I think they are just gonna get their Atraxa back and hope that's enough. I have 9 of these, so they block 3 of them, so that's 18 damage coming through, and they gain 7, so that's honestly doesn't really matter. I don't need to do anything else. Activate all these Restless Cottages just to be safe, just to make sure they die. Thanks for the Restless Cottages, good sir and or madam. We can just go to town. Attack, 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 attack. When it's like, how did you activate all 4 of those? Yes, we have that much mana. Boop. Exile. 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 They're gonna do it anyway. Alright. You got it, buddy. You get your Atraxa back with your one open seed core mana. Let's see what your draws were gonna be. Alright. GG's. Damage. Yep. Opponent goes up to 10, takes a boatload of damage. Just negative 31. Or 24, rather. Easy. I'm ready. Shadowrun. Let us begin. This is not keepable. I don't think I've ever seen an opening hand this bad. Wow, somehow worse, but I think we'll try it. Flip back to Sunfall. Bird Migration. Gonna save our life, hopefully. Opponent mulligan to 5. Goodness, what are they playing? Are they also playing Domain and they just had a worse opening? I'll keep that Meticulous Archive. That's fantastic. That almost gives us full domain. We'll keep the Borborygmos because we're going to herd migration and find all the lands we need to cast that. It looks like they are playing domain, so this should be interesting. Current domain versus rotation proof domain. They mulled a 5, but I mean we also mulled a 6, so we're both at a bit of a handicap. But they also have like the best lands, and we're playing significantly worse lands. Definitely gonna go ahead and get the tap land down first. We'll keep a herd migration on top, why not? Nothing from the opponent, alright. Go ahead and play an island. Play a Borborygmos and Bibblethip. See if there are counter spells kind. I mean, I don't think there's any counters they could be playing. They probably have a binding, but that's fine because we can binding their binding. We draw another Borborygmos. Maybe we'll just leave their binding then. All right, Murex invade. Oh, it's not domain. Are we just dead? Ramble familiar. Yep. Wow. Okay, well, we're not dead. This is very strong. We have a Sunfall, though. They get a Flesh Gorger. They copy the Flesh Gorger. Or maybe not. They copy a Desecrator. They destroy our land. Okay, so now we need an untapped land, unfortunately. They kill our Borborygmos. We don't find an untapped land. Okay, well, we're gonna play Case of the Shattered Pact. Go get a mountain, because we need the mountain if we're ever gonna keep playing, and then we'll Leyline Binding. The goodness, I'm still taking 10 from it, so it's almost pointless. But they're gaining 10, so I would rather take the 10 and get rid of it. And then if they have a way to kill the binding, then we can Sunfall. Opponent gets in. We're down to 5. We can gain some life with these herd migrations, though, fetching some lands. I really hope they play another creature or something. Well, they binding our binding. Oh. I was gonna say, they looked at the case for a second, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but... we find a land. Let's Sunfall. Opponents may be considering killing their own Desecrator to keep it in the yard. They have another one, though. What does that even do? Nothing? So they just wasted a go for the throat for no reason? Alright. One with the multiverse. That's a huge pain. Another one with the multiverse. But I mean, what do they have? Okay. 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 They get another Atali. Another invasion of Alara. And our Atraxa. Jeez. Okay. GG. Lyrliquin. We get to go first. We don't have any white, but we can get some white, so that's okay. Mortuary, see what's on top. I'll keep the theater because that'll be the red we need for Borborygmos. Ginger brew for the opponent. So mono blue artifacts or green blue cookies or something like that. down the island, and then we'll herd migration for a plains. Looking like mono blue artifacts, most likely, with the ninjas and stuff. Yep, there's a moon circuit hacker. Alright, let's go ahead and do this now. Let's get it out of the way. Go get a plains. Opponent's gonna draw a card. Replay the Ginger Brute, most likely. Or Network Disruptor. Leads me to believe that they probably have a they probably have a glyph in hand. Third island. Or not. When we get in for 3. More ninjutsu. Another hacker, alright. Opponent's going to blink that hacker and get a prosperous thief. Well, we'll go ahead and binding the thief, so they can't replay the disruptor. I'll draw a card. We'll play a raucous theater. I should have done the. I should have played the pact first. Play the pact. Let's go get another white so we have Sunfall mana. If we don't need to Sunfall, then we can play Borborygmos and we can ping something down. Spyglass Siren. Opponent gets in with the hacker. They're gonna ninjutsu in something else. The other hacker. So they can draw without discarding. And the opponent will do what? Okay. We'll just Sunfall everything then. Easy. Now we have a binding to get rid of something important later. Spyglass Siren for the opponent. Gets another map token. Ginger Brute. Going to ninjutsu in the hacker again. So tedious. Down to 14. Opponent draws a card. What are they going to do now? Another Spyglass Siren. Another map token. Okay, well, let's go ahead and play a Portico. Get our Surveil on. We'll keep the migration on top. We'll draw it with the Borborygmos. We'll discard an island and kill this Moon Circuit hacker, because why not? Opponent plays the Ginger Brute. This is our Borborygmos. Map token. Another disruptor on top. They mill that. Gets in for 4. Alright, let's play a forest, play Borborygmos again. I want to have another bounce spell. Sure. Still discard this forest. Kill the 2/2 Spyglass Iron. And we will pass so that we can binding if we need to. I'm gonna run out of juice, so. Last turn. What's our last unknown card, do you think? Another Ginger Brute, sure. Opponent's gonna map it up. Case of the Filched Falcon on top. They leave it. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and binding the 2/2 Brute. Take the 3 down to 7. Alright, let's go ahead and cycle this herd migration to gain some life back. Get a land in the hand. Play Borborygmos. Discard the land. Ooh, Doppelgang. Kill the Siren. Opponent has their case, which they can't solve, I don't believe. Well, no, they can. Because they get the clue. Opponent's going to tap our Borborygmos. That's fine. What do we need? One more land and then we can Doppelgang for 2. Down to 9. Alright, let's go get that land. Invasion, go fetch 2 more basics. Their last 2 basics. Attack with Borborygmos, because we can't block with it anyway. Go ahead and hit the invasion. Discard the island, kill the disruptor. Hit the Skyclave, which can block the Ginger Brute because it has haste. Haha! Combo. Not really. It's not really a combo. We'll keep the Portico on top so that we draw something we can discard to Borborygmos next turn. Opponent can turn their Ginger Brute or their Clue into a 4/4, but we're not really freaked out about that. Oh, it does have flying though. That's annoying. So we can't block it. Not the token, anyway. We can block the Ginger Brute, though. Network Disruptor. Oh man, okay. Well, let's activate this so they have to spend all their mana to make the Ginger Brute unblockable. And the next turn we'll just doppelgang and ruin their life. Yep. Oh no, I can't block. My life is awful. Alright, so doppelgang for 2. Here and here. Eat this. Eat this. Attack for a lot. Discard the Portico. Kill the Disruptor. And GG. Easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. We found somebody. Bile. Ooh, Bile. We go first. I like it. We'll keep. We have 4 of our 5 colors. We got ramp. We got board wipes. I like it. Don't think we need another case. I'd rather either have some more land or some more action. I will take more land. So let's go ahead and play case. Go get our mountain since we've got double white. Make sure we've got our full domain. Blood Tithe Harvester. Well, whatever this is, Sunfall should be good against it. Let's play plains. Fast turn. Opponent's like, what? Why are they playing so many land types? It doesn't look like domain. There's no tri-lands. Obnixilis. That is annoying. That is annoying.
Join me.
Decline.
Your punishment is my
Decline.
Good. Plead for mercy.
Let's play the mountain, play the invasion. Get a forest and an island. Urabrask's Forge, another pain. Decline.
By coin or
Decline.
carnage, defy me, and you'll lose everything.
Alright, well, see if they have removal for this Atraxa. They're looking for removal. I don't think they would have sacrificed the blood token otherwise. Alright, so take push pull, invasion, take an untapped land, ancient cornucopia. Oh, we just get to draw a lot of cards. Alright. Gotta discard 3 though. So I guess we'll discard an Atraxa because we can get it back with push pull. And another, we don't need another invasion. And I suppose we can ditch the swamp. We cannot. We can ditch the plains. Keep the rest. Alright. Now we can afford to discard at least something for these Obnixilis triggers. Let's see if they have removal for Atraxa. We'll discard 1 cornucopia.
Pleasure doing business.
And we will decline to discard again.
Coin or carnage.
Do they have removal?
Is owed.
Phyrexian Arena is not removal. Beautiful. Alright, so we can get rid of another Atraxa. Nice. Alright, so we can get rid of 1 of these Obnixilises.
and survives.
And let's just go ahead and play a herd migration, I guess. Could make it pretty hard for them to deal with it. It was down to the wire, though. Yeah, there we go. Easy. GG. All right, Franklin 1651. Let's get her done. Opponent goes first. This is okay, though. We'll keep. Restless Fortress for the opponent. We'll play Commercial District. Borg Marig Mos on top is fine. We'll have all the colors we need eventually. Get the planes down now. Another planes for the opponent. The Kasha's welcome, so some kind of Orzhov nonsense. Cornucopia. We'll save the binding for something a little more important. Wedding announcement. Opponent gets a 1/1, draws a card. Go ahead and get our invasion down. Gain a life. Go get a white and a blue. White and blue. Got our full domain and Sunfall mana. Looking good. One gets in for 1. Passes, gets a token, draws a card. All the bindings. Alright, so let's do it like this. Let's play Case of the Shattered Pact. Go fetch another green. Play Omnath. Gain 5. Looks like they have removal. Yep, go for the throat. Sad Panda. Wanna play the swamp. Opponent's touching our stuff like they want to remove something. I don't like it. Stop touching our things. Stop it. Stop touching our things and stuff. Crime committer. They're taking their time on this decision, though. They get him for 2, so they're planning on drawing a card from the... honestly, they probably should have just got him for 1. Because they would have drawn a card from the Takasha's welcome anyway. Play the Portico. Surveil. What's on top? Don't need more mountains. We'll play the Borborygmos. Gain 3. Draw a card. If they want to remove this, we'll just bounce it back into the library. Another Sunfall. That's fine with me. When it cycles or a Fiend's Tower. So they're playing blue. Interesting that they would cycle their only blue source that I've seen so far. They must not need it very badly. Another plains. Aya Intangible Slayer. That is a huge pain in the butt.
I was expecting a more impressive enemy.
Thank goodness they tried to target that. Please attack with your dudes. Whew. Alright, well, let's pull. Get the Omnath back. Kill the Kaya. since we can't deal with that with leyline binding. Solve our case and hold up the binding. Not the most exciting pull that I've ever pulled, but it got the trick done. It got the job done. Mishra's Foundry. The sunfall all this stuff away eventually. Virtue of Persistence. We're definitely not going to let that live. So we'll go ahead and binding that. And we'll probably binding Takasha's Welcome. I want to hit the Festivity because they have so many man lands, but I mean, if they're playing a bunch of man lands, then... Or if they're just activating man lands, then we're probably winning. So let's go ahead and hit the Takasha's Welcome while we can. So they're not drawing cards. So we can just run them out of cards, we should be fine. Okay, let's go ahead and Sunfall. Get rid of their little soldier guys. Force them to resort to man lands if they want to deal damage. Go ahead and get another invasion down. Get some more basics out of the deck. Hopefully we don't draw more lands. We do have a lot of land left, so. Farewell. That is annoying. Oh my gosh, alright. Well, they get our Omnath back. I guess we're gonna have to Sunfall that away. Annoying if they get to draw some extra cards out of that. They play another Takasha's Welcome. Man, we need an Atraxa real bad. Restless Fortress. Ping us for 3. They did get rid of their, at the very least, they got rid of their wedding announcement. No more lands, please. Jeez. Alright. Well, they don't have anything to get back with their virtues anymore, at least. So, for the moment, that is a dead card. Archangel Elspeth. Well, that's obnoxious. They're really going to create a 1/1 instead of putting counters on a Restless Fortress? I feel like that... Well, I guess they get to draw 2 cards. Ambitious Farmhand. Draw some more... Well, they only get to do that once a turn, so... Go get a Plains. And smack us with the Mishra's Foundry. Sure. Come on, Atraxa, one time. Right there on top. Hey, you ask and you receive. That's what's up. Come on, we could use a Doppelgang. Let's get another Atraxa. Get our own Virtue of Persistence. Doppelgang. Nice. And Hedge Maze. Play the Hedge Maze. Keep another Sunfall just in case. And then let's go ahead and kill... I guess the Farmhand so they can't flip it over. Pass turn. Oh, I gave him something to get back with the Virtue. Oh, that was bad. I shouldn't have done that. I just didn't want to get my Virtue back. Like, I don't want my doppelgang getting batted either, but it's probably going to. Well, we've got a sunfall to deal with that. Man, I wish I still had Children's Edict. It's annoying. Alright, they cut that down. Rude. Alright, so we need... I don't want a doppelgang without a ley line on the field. Okay, we find another ley line. We find another Atraxa. Ancient Cornucopia is nice. Herd migration and a land. Some meticulous archive down. We'll keep it on top because we want to make sure we don't overdraw ourselves. Cornucopia. We need to binding their virtue so they can't get our Atraxa back. And pass. This is going to be grindy. We really need them not to draw another Kaya. Another Kaya would be a huge pain. Although they would have to choose, if they play Kaya, they'd have to choose between getting an Atraxa or a binding. A Cycle or a Fiend's Tower. We've got these Rafine's Towers in there. I want to know what the blue's for. Because so far they have not cared about blue at all. Just extra lands that they can cycle if they want. Extra white-black lands. So as not to have to run too many basics? I don't know. If we get to untap and they don't deal with our binding, farewell. My goodness, that's annoying. But they hit their welcomes. That takes away a huge amount of card advantage for them. We have 25 cards left.
This is our bus to win.
Doppelgang's not even very good right now, to be honest. Not enough on the battlefield to copy. Let's play another Atraxa. Got Atraxa for days. Find another binding, please. Thank goodness. And we'll just take the fourth Atraxa, because why not? And another Doppelgang and more lands. Hit their virtue again. Play another land. I really don't want another invasion. I'm tempted to Doppelgang at least once to get rid of this Archangel. All permanents. They don't have any permanents with mana 3 or less right now to get back, so I guess it's just a... It's not a threat right this second. We'll pass. One has an Emperor. I just need this binding to stick around for a turn. So I can Doppelgang the binding and get rid of their Planeswalkers. Sunfall. Fine with that. Wedding announcement. I do like doppelganging that. See, now we're cooking.
Fight together.
Let's go ahead and herd migration for an untapped land. I think there's still some basics left. One basic left. Nice.
We must protect the people.
So I want to make sure we can doppelgang for like 4. When it gets in for 2. This should be glorious. I'm sure they have more farewells though, unfortunately, so we'll see. All right, so green, blue, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so 4. Doppelgang for 4. We'll hit binding, announcement, restless fortress, and Mishra's foundry. That'll get us lots more land for the next doppelgang. Binding their announcement, binding their Elspeth, binding their emperor. Binding their token, I guess.
See you later.
Beautiful. And then we'll go ahead and play a case. Not because we're trying to get anything, but so that eventually we can solve it and get the double strikey goodness out of it. Decline. And pass. We'll get 4 1/1s. Watch them farewell us right now. These matches are so grindy, I love it. Cut down, sure. Cut down our 1/1. We'll make 4 more next turn. How ridiculous can I get? I could doppelgang for like 1 billion more this turn. Make 1 billion more wedding announcements. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Archangel Elspeth. I want to doppelgang the ow.
You will be protected.
How many cards do I have left? 17? I gotta be careful. I can't be too ridiculous or I'm gonna die.
Spread your wings.
Is this May? Draw a card? No. Okay. Opponent gets in for 3. My turn. Okay. I want to copy their owl and kill all the copies and get a bunch of free stuff and put a bunch of counters on everything, but I don't think that's the right play. I don't think that's how we win. I think we play an Omnath. And a Virtue. And pass the... Go ahead and attack with 1 Restless Fortress. They can block it, but I mean, we gain some life. Keeps our life total healthy. Go ahead and get this down. I'm not gonna mill anything. I don't want to risk drawing our deck. If he doesn't draw a farewell, then these wedding announcements will just kill him. +4/+4 to the team seems pretty good. They play their own wedding announcement. Well, this is pretty nice. I can make a Voltron Mishra's Foundry here. And give it a... They just sacrificed the Elspeth to put some counters on that. Does it gain flying permanently? It does. Alright, they get in. We'll block the Foundry because they can pump it. Alright. They draw a card. Get a Traxa back. Because why not? Only going to take stuff we really need here. I'm just not going to take anything, to be honest. Draw a card. Because we're going to be drawing with Omnath too, so... decline. So let's make one of these a creature. And... oh, it has to be attacking. Okay. So we'll Case of the Shattered Pact here. Give it flying, double strike, and vigilance till end of turn. Get in, get in. No. We're just gonna get him with this. And then we're gonna pump it into Oblivion. Pump, 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 pump it up. I love Doppelgang. I think Doppelgang is one of the ways this archetype is going to survive in the coming months. Deal 16 to the opponent, unless they have removal. They touched it. They might have removal. My goodness. I'm sorry, guys. It's domain. It's a grindy deck. Alright. Opponent's taking the damage. Down to 8. They can wipe the board, but we got manlands galore, so... excuse me. Look at that. Look at that board. Look at all them flipped wedding announcements. I don't get it. Some stuff transforms, right? So like these were tokens. They transformed. But like earlier, I was playing an Invasion of Amonkhet deck against an Invasion of Amonkhet deck, but those tokens didn't transform when I defeated the battle. Oh, because it's not transforming. I guess battle is you exile it and you cast the other side. So okay, that makes sense. I has no brain. Come on, opponent. They make a 2/2.
Keep watch for intruders.
Pretty sure they're dead no matter what they do at this point. Might not be this turn. Yeah, okay. GG. All right, and we're back for the post-game wrap. So, 40 games, 53%. Nothing crazy, but I will point out, if you look at our on-the-play win percentage, it's only 48% because we were on the draw a lot in this 40 matches, but the deck still managed a positive win rate. Even if it had been 50-50, I'd still be impressed because we're playing the deck absolutely gutted pretty much without the tri-lands. The deck is supposed to be so much worse without those tri-lands, as well as missing things like Topiary Stomper and a few other pieces that are rotating. I had a lot of fun with it for sure. Even the hard matches, I definitely had a lot of fun, and I think with some tweaking, because this is probably not the most optimal version of this list post rotation, and I'm definitely playing a few pet cards that I like. I think the deck definitely still has legs. I think that the Surveil lands will carry this deck into viability post rotation. I don't think it will be as prevalent and as overpowered as it was with the tri-lands, but the deck is not dead. The deck is absolutely not dead. We haven't seen all the things coming in Bloomburrow. We don't know what awesome ramp options may be available in Bloomburrow. There may be some amazing 2-mana, you know, like Farseek kind of card in Bloomburrow for all we know. And if they print something like that, the deck gets ridiculous. If we get another Topiary Stomper type creature even, there's a lot of things that we could see in Bloomburrow that would push this deck back to even as powerful as it was. I don't think losing the Tri-lands guts the deck. I think the only thing it does is makes it so we can't cast Leyline Binding on turn 2. So I would definitely hold on to I would definitely say that the deck is worth trying post-rotation. I think this is a fun list to at least start off with, and you know, there's nothing rotating in here, so it's fair game to craft. You don't got to worry about crafting anything and it rotating out. So if you want to try the deck, I absolutely recommend it. These Surveil lands are going to be super, super important moving forward, I think, and I think it's absolutely worth giving a try. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I definitely enjoyed playing it for you. As always, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It helps me greatly, and I appreciate every single one of you that made it this far with me, and I will catch you in the next one.